Good morning, pregame crew. Chart Gal Lori here. Tuesday, August 31st, 8:24 a.m. Eastern. I will get started in 6 minutes. If you're just tuning in, you can fast forward 6 minutes from now if you don't want to hear just the chitty-chatty stuff. Audio visual check, please. Good morning, AmeriAsia Syndicate. Lou, Jason, Roger, Don, Zeke, Emad. Where's my Chuck? Where's my Chuck? I have the Dow up on the screen right now because the megaphone is the most clear with the most legit touches. Legit meaning three touches on each trend line, making it a valid pattern. We are breaking bear from it right now on the Dow. The Dow is the clearest chart for me today. There he is. Thank you, Chuck. Hey, David. Hey, Ronnie. Lex, Robert Mack, Jessica, Magnus. Hey, John. How are you, John? We will get started officially in 5 minutes. Our format, go over the Fab Four futures, commodities, cryptos, movers and shakers of the day. I got a message yesterday from a TCGer saying, hey, I can't get on live for the pregame show. What do I do? Well, you can just log in and screenshot the movers and shakers list, at least to give you an idea of what we're watching. And we don't hardly ever, well, we never know direction ever of what's going to happen. We just line up probabilities. So if you're a seasoned trader and you just want some nice setups, you can log in, look at that screenshot, go look at the chart, put the levels on there, and you can get some trade setups from it without having to listen to me. Hey, Jorge, Bobby, Ryan. That's awesome to hear, John. Awesome, awesome. I am Chart Gal Lori on Twitter as well. Chart Gal Lori in real life. Chart Gal Lori in Chart Guys community. If you want to follow me on Twitter, here's my profile. And if you just want to see who I follow, I don't follow a ton of people. I try to really whittle it down and get some higher quality people, and I'm constantly revising my list, but I also get a lot of data from the people that I follow. I follow a lot of news channels, short float data, etc. The Dow is not breaking bear from its 1 hour broadening formation. However, it is not a valid one. It doesn't have enough touches. It's a little clearer on the 30-minute. ES, we are breaking bear from the broadening formation. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can screenshot it now. Green and red, 8 and 21 EMA, yellow and purple, 50 and 200 simple moving average, yellow candles, JCN sidebars, CM Ultimate multi-time frame RSI by Chris Moody. The orange is the daily RSI, always plotted on whatever time frame I'm looking at. The blue corresponds with the time frame I'm looking at the time, so I can look at two RSI at the same time, and I use a Squeeze Pro indicator by Makito. I'm going to delete my chart setup. I use TradingView, tradingview.com for charting. I use personally Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade for my brokerage platform. I trade futures, which if you use Fidelity, you can't trade futures on. And I really like Thinkorswim and just the power of the platform. I also like Tasty Trade. Those are my top two brokerage platforms that I recommend for anyone who is asking what my preference is. Interactive Brokers is a distant third, but they have a lot of capabilities just like Thinkorswim or Tastyworks. I'm trying to watch my words because my man, my mentoring man, charting man, Dan, he uses Fidelity. For me, it just doesn't cut it. It doesn't have enough tools in the tool belt for me to get the job done. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. With futures, I feel more comfortable in my swing positions because I have more control. 5 days a week, if something happens, a couple years ago, or was that a year and a half ago? Joey will remember. We had a big explosion over in Iraq, and well, y'all probably all remember that. And then the market started crashing overnight, and I can hedge my portfolio, and it provides a lot of protection for me. 1 second, managing crypto. DOT is testing daily resistance right now. DOT altcoin. One more minute. Hi, Night Truck, Curtis, Armin, Mark, Topher, Blue Dog, Angry. Hope you're doing well. I hope you brought a friend. We try really hard every morning to bring you the most value possible for your time. We understand that your time is valuable, and we want to give you the most bang for your non-buck since you don't pay for this. We want to give you the most bang for the time that you're spending with us. Thank you for being such a respectful community. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. I do not monitor the chat room. Once I get going, it's just too hard for me, but we have some wonderful moderators that jump in and will help you with any questions that you may have about the Chart Guys. The swing report. I haven't talked about the swing report in a long time. The swing report's one of our services where we give you names for the upcoming week that are set up nicely. But that is, like, I think, one of the lesser values of the report. We go over the market wins. We give you charts. We give you levels. We go over tide pools, relative rotation graphs. So if that's something you're interested in, if you just want to swing trade, you may want to check out the swing report. It's part of our Chart Guys service offerings, I should say. All right, we're breaking bear here on the hourly on ES. This is all healthy consolidation. The trade today, the trade setup, is looking for hourly oversold. What if you don't trade futures? What if you don't trade the ETFs and you say, I don't care about hourly oversold? I'm not looking at that. Okay. But if you're trading another name, let's say Bank of America or Boeing or Amazon, you need to know if the markets are in hourly oversold conditions coming from an all-time high. If they're coming from the all-time high straight to that first hourly oversold, typically, not always, typically you're going to get an oversold bounce. I don't want to be short other names that are strongly correlated to SPY when SPY is in the setup to potentially bounce. So I know that's a lot of moving parts, and if you're newer to trading, I get it, that's a lot. But it's really important to continue to build on your knowledge base and add these correlations to your tool belt. So what we're looking for as far as a trade are hourly oversold conditions. We may not get it, but I'm going to set an alert. Hey, tell me when hourly RSI gets oversold. I want to know. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to go trade ES to the long side. It just means I want to know when it gets in that situation, because I don't want to be in another short to a strongly correlated name to ES. Of our top four, Nasdaq is the weakest, but not necessarily the weakest percentage-wise, yes, as far as percentage down, but it ran the hardest yesterday, so they just need the biggest break. Then RTY actually is pulling back now. It just excelled. So RTY has no pattern. So ES, Nasdaq, Dow, they have hourly and 30-minute broadening formations. RTY does not, but we do have a beautiful daily bull flag potentially setting up on IWM. I went over this yesterday. This is a very pretty explosive chart. Now, this can explode to the downside just as much as it can explode to the upside. However, if gun to head, I would say to the upside, we have a potential daily bull flag. So I already have my alert set. You see that for hourly RSI on RTY. So let me start over. RTY is down the most as far as pullback percentage-wise, then NASDAQ, then ES, and then YM. YM has the clearest amount of touches. So what happens a lot of times we have these trend lines, which are not my favorite. I don't like trading off trend lines. I just like to know that they're there and I factor it in as an additional edge, but I don't make trades based on them. I may make trades based on price action. Sometimes you can get a back test and that could be a good area to short if it has a confluence with another EMA, a price level. All of those things built together can be a good short. All right. That's the story. Let's back up and give you levels. Resistance, 45.42.25. Support, 450.625. But look at this hourly 50 MA. When you have these all-time high moves, go back and back test how many times you touch that hourly 50 MA for that first test and it holds. and we may get a little bear flag bounce, but typically on that back test and that candle close, you're going to close above that hourly 50 MA. It could be an area of rest for the ES bulls. So on a bounce on the 15-minute, 4528 resistance. Nasdaq, we're confirming this hourly downtrend. 15615 is your resistance and 15665. Support 1555975. Apple had a strong run yesterday. Beautiful move, just gorgeous. So Apple may take a breather today, and that would make sense. So sideways is a direction. That's okay for bulls. Of course, up is always a good direction for bulls. But down, if we were to give back this entire move yesterday, that would be notable for the bears, especially if they brought volume. So Nasdaq, 15 minutes getting oversold. We may get a little bounce here. And again, we're watching hourly first oversold for Nasdaq as well. YM is closer to becoming hourly oversold. Your next support, 35198, 35114. Resistance 35441, 35492. I feel like I have to just stop and go to oil right now. So oil, we had the hurricane. We had this huge pop because of the hurricane, shutting so many platforms and rigs down. And so we supposedly, or we will have, or expect, what's the right word? I don't know. Forgive me, but we're expecting lower output from the Gulf because of the hurricane. So we got this pop. However, we're contradicting that with, or countering that with, COVID shutting down the markets even more, or the economy. And so we have less need for oil if the planes aren't flying, cars aren't driving. So they're kind of counteracting each other. That's the word I was looking for. Wow. Okay. 4-hour EQ, resistance 69.35, 69.64, support 67.67, 67.02. Friday, I noticed a really strong correlation between IWM and oil. So if oil starts pulling back, we may get a bigger pullback in RTY. And overall, we've noticed over the years that if oil's going up, it can have a positive influence on SPY and vice versa. Today, we have API estimates. Today, after hours, 4:30 Eastern. Then tomorrow, inventory, 10:30 Eastern on oil. Getting back to RTY, we're testing the support here and we're breaking at 2261. Your next support 2216, resistance 2278, 2287.50. We're constantly talking about correlations here on the pregame show and on TCG. So RTY, the number one holding in RTY is XLF Holdings. So banks, regional banks, that's the largest holding in RTY. So if XLF continues to pull back, and this looks like a little bear flag, Bank of America, potential 4-hour bear flag, then that could have a negative impact on RTY. Gold. Hey, good morning, Sam in Australia. All right, Ronnie O. Okay. So gold 4-hour EQ. Resistance 1821, 1826, support 1810 and 1785. Can y'all tell I lose my flow every time I check the chat? I just feel like I'm neglecting y'all, but every time I go over there, you hear, black noise or silence because I'm checking the chat. We've gone over oil. Again, 4-hour EQ on gold. Bitcoin on the 4-hour, odds favor a lower high compared to 14718. Impressive bounce, however, giving enough room for a higher low compared to 46708. Ethereum much stronger than Bitcoin. 4-hour trend change. And we have gotten over, wow, the daily resistance, and now we have a weekly bull flag confirmed. So your next resistance on Ethereum is 3567.40. Beautiful move on Ethereum. I'm watching DOT and Sol continue to go crazy on alts out the corner of my eye. Apple could take a break all day long, and that would still be a-okay by the bulls because that would be healthy. This is a huge move for Apple, 3%. Huge move. So they had news yesterday morning. They're possibly adding satellite services to their iPhone 13. That news got debunked midday saying, maybe not. Then after hours, rumor is back on that they will be adding satellite services to their iPhone, and it impacts companies like GSAT, a little small cap that could benefit from them adding satellite services. However, we got hit with negative news this morning with China regulators, blah, 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 insert all the other stuff. So Apple could have a rest day. You don't want to see it give back all of this move. Actually, let's see what we want it to do. Let's tell it what we want it to do. So right here, I'm not going to count this because it's low volume. So if we could hold 151.63 today, I would say we still have a bull flag potential on larger time frames. 151.63 would be a level to hold for Apple bulls. APPS added to the mid-cap index S&P 400 and it got an upgrade this morning. Support $55.50, then down at $51. Resistance $56.92, $57. However, this is not the best day to be having bull moves if you're tightly connected with the S&P, because you may not see follow through if the market's taking a breather today. But if I were going to play a name bullish, it would be this name, APPS. Boeing, come on Boeing. Okay, Boeing, I wanted to trade to the short side. You see, I already have my chart set up for what I'm interested in today. And some of these like Amazon and Shop and Tesla, I watch every day, and Apple. And then these two middle charts are usually the chart du jour for the day. So for me, I'm watching BA short and Bank of America short as my queen of the mountain, but I was hoping it'd have a Walmart fall apart moment after the market opens. So on a bounce, I'd love a bounce into the hourly EMAs so I could possibly short it. Support 217.53, we're breaking through that now, 216.86, and then 215.91. Resistance 218.50, then 218.96. I would love a pop up into 219 to short, would love that. Bank of America, potential 4-hour bear flag. XLF had a super bullish day. So the overarching sector, the tide that floats all boats, boats being Bank of America, that big tide, XLF, was super bullish on Friday. Yesterday, it had a big rest day, and so did Bank of America. So I'm looking to short a pop on Bank of America, and I like giving y'all names like this because I know you option traders, I know that these have better liquidity, Bank of America, and that's why I like it better than GS because of the liquidity. So a bounce up into 42.18, yes please, even $42. I would like to short it on Bank of America. Support 41.62 double bottom, and below that 41.47. So let me go ahead and just, if anyone's taking a screenshot. So Apple's neutral, I'm looking for consolidation day, but apps I'm looking bullish. Boeing, bearish. Bank of America, bearish. All right, high short interest on BBIG, high WSB visibility, back burner trade, day trading volatility. Still watching this name. So here are our key levels: $8 resistance, 663 support, and then 650. I would say here are the key levels. $8. Well, that's terrible. Let's write it out. Resistance, $8, support, 650. As long as we stay within those levels, I expect chop. So 648 actually is right below 650. But as long as we stay between those levels, I expect chop. If we could explode beyond those levels to the upside or downside, I would expect some follow through. IRM, I like to the long side. I'm laughing. My husband just brushed his teeth. It's time to go live. Inside joke. Okay, IRM, I like to the long side. It has a beautiful dividend. Full disclosure, I like to tell y'all when I'm in something because I want y'all to know that I'm not telling you to pump it. If you need to know that I'm in it and you say, wait, she may be pumping it, then avoid it. But I've added this to my dad's dividend portfolio, Iron Mountain. I love this chart and I like the dividend. So I have a dividend expecting September 14th. We've got a classic weekly cup and handle. Dan goes over a lot that we have so many misidentified cup and handles. We want as close to a double top as possible at the top of an uptrend, and we want a bull flag over here. Well, this thing is so strong it can't even give a proper bull flag on the right side for the weekly. Next resistance 46.86. For you swingers, I'm looking at IRM to the long side. RHE, this is a low float name, Reddit stock that's getting some popping. This is for day trading volatility, back burner trade. This isn't a enter long and set it and forget it. This is not that kind of trade. This is dangerous, high risk. I need to come up with a name. So we have Queen of the Mountain for awesome trade setups that are high quality, and then we have those names that are going to give us the day trading volatility, but they're not high quality names. What can we call those? Jester of the Mountain? I don't know. We'll work on it. Okay. So low float. If you don't know what a low float is, stay away. Stay away from this. You don't have to trade everything on the list, and this is one of the more dangerous names. SQL and RHE are the strongest the most dangerous names on my list, low float Reddit names. So let's go over SQL now. Low float, new IPO. This one's kind of interesting because look at it. It only launched, what was that, last Friday? And it's already getting some Reddit attention. So let me give you levels on this name. An experienced day trader could have a lot of fun with this name. An inexperienced to not so consistently profitable trader, this name would make you absolutely miserable. SPRT, this is on high watch for me. Daily inside bar, day trading volatility, backburner trades. With the amount of short interest that this thing has, I can only look to the long side for me. That's all I can do. I can only go long on this name because I don't hate my money. And going short, you can't, shorting the fees are like 100%. It's ridiculous fees to short it. And then the put premium is through the roof. So the daily inside bar, 43.17 resistance, 29.34 support. So 29.34 and 43.17 are the levels. I would love to get even a couple more daily inside bars. Get this thing tight. Would love it. Resistance 39.65, 39.70. Support 35.50, 35.27. Workday. RSI on my chart. RSI. Yes, I use that. Who is that? Mark. I use that right here. I use that for predicting oversold. So you see that. So I can predict oversold with these RSI levels, and it tells me what the levels are. For example, for W day, the first hourly oversold would be at 255.77. But I like to set alerts. So I don't want to have to look at all these charts. It's too much for my brain, plus monitoring a room and trying to help some people out. W day, super tight on hourly with squeeze, bullish lean with market help. This chart is a super high quality setup, but the market rest may jinx it for us. Not jinx it, what's the right, or just kibosh the idea. I love trades that are like this. We had beautiful earnings, move up, healthy, super healthy. We didn't break the low of this pre-market, sideways consolidation. And in a typical day, if we're having a bullish market day, this could resume higher. So I love W day to the upside if the market can cooperate. Okay, so I'm going to ignore these wicks. So I'm going to keep these levels. Support 379.70, resistance 381.91 for QQQ. SPY, we're in no man's land. We're pulling back a little bit harder than QQQ. So your key support 450.71, yesterday's low. Then 453.42, pre-market high. Next level, XLF, I'm looking for 4-hour bear flag on XLF. It's clearer chart for me than others. Resistance 38.54, support 38.41, 38.25. Ha! I left enough time to go over your request. TCGers, Dan will be live over in the room in 13 minutes, and any requests that you have, he will go over all of them. I have limited time in this show, but I will go over what you have. Okay, CRSR, yes. I had something I wanted to say as far as a lesson today. Stop being afraid of losing. I didn't start making money till I stopped being afraid of losing. I've talked to you before about in skiing, in snow skiing, you don't look at the trees or that's exactly where you head. You head straight for the trees if that's where you look. Where your focus goes is where you follow. So where your focus should be is on your process and your system. That's where your focus should be, not losing money. If you focus on losing money, I 1000% guarantee you will lose money. Don't focus on losing money. So, and also another note, I can tell from Twitter, the chat room, YouTube chat room, TCG chat room, I can tell who's over leveraged in a name. He who shall not be named, I know you're over leveraged in SPRT. I know, I can see it. Don't do that to yourself. If it's an obsession, your position size is too big, you're not sleeping, it's going to impact every aspect of your life. Now, I should mention I'm a mother of 5. So yes, I get very mama in here and get very protective, but I know what you're doing to yourselves. I know, I see you. So don't do that to yourself, okay? All right, CRSR, we got a double top yesterday, 28.83 with this 29.05. Key line in the sand to get over with. Got plenty of bounce to get a daily high or low. This is a genomic name. Oh, no, this isn't. Oh, it's not CRISPR. Sorry. That was CRISPR. Corsair Gaming. Got a little double top. We're getting over those levels in pre-market. Looking good. Support $29, 28.20. SPR update. No. Okay, snow. I'm losing track in chat because it's going by a little fast for me. Okay, snow. Okay, this, to me, in my opinion, this name is only for experienced traders. It's had a nice move up. Y'all see I have an alert set here for 323 area. Let me know when it starts approaching 327 and I'm going to short it. This name loves to be hated by bears. They had good earnings and now they're making their way up. 29950 is your next resistance, 30662, 30742 support, 29622, 28220 hourly squeeze. It could be explosive. Caution, caution. Position size down on names like this. Dash, we got our, man, how many names did we have yesterday that worked out? How fun was that? That was an awesome day yesterday. Go pregame, but I hate when people stroke their egos. I'm not stroking my egos. I'm stroking our system. Our process works, folks. It works. Okay, resistance 19383, 19465. Support 192.50, 192.40, 192.36. Potential bull flag. I like dash to the long side and I like this squeeze. Affirm had a rest day yesterday after that big news, but I like this to the long side. I really like this to the long side. Resistance 101, 102.88. Support 95.50, 91.28. Pfizer, that gap down for buying yesterday. Did any of y'all get that? That was a beautiful move up yesterday. Okay. Trashy cash. I like it. Okay. Ah, there's Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Of course I can do HD, Dawn. Okay, Dawn, HD has been our daily EQ trade, looking for that hurricane trade. We popped yesterday. We gave some back. We saw the bulls get some exhaustion after that initial pop. And I know some of you posted you sold here yesterday and we pulled back a lot. A lot is not quantifiable. Let's quantify it. We gave back 61% of yesterday's move. That's a sell the news event. We popped on hurricane and we're pulling back. So overall, day trading, that's not that good. But we got our daily high or low put in. That lower high may be set. Now, where she stops, nobody knows. We need a higher low compared to 319.65, and we may tighten up for a while. And dividend day is listed for tomorrow for $1.65. That will impact whatever options you're in, and for sure any commons. So, but please verify. I think it is September 1st because I was complaining to TradingView because they had the date wrong. Coin daily squeeze like that. Hourly, we've got to get over 263.34. I like it to the long side and a buy back to 259. mRNA. Thumbs up for me. Yeah, please, thumbs up for the pregame show. Thumbs up. Let's do the thing. Okay, this name is very tough with options. I will admit to y'all, I have lost money on mRNA. The options, the way they move, I don't like it at all. Yesterday, I made some green on it, but I said I'm going to end on a good note with mRNA, and I'm done with it for a while. I don't like the way these options move. They are not moving closely with the underlying because of the implied volatility, i.e. premium. So we have a potential 4-hour bear flag on mRNA. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Resistance 377.06, 38904, support 370.72, 367.53. Square, excuse me. Double top yesterday with 274.19, 273.87. Daily squeeze. I like this one to the long side. Need market cooperation. Support 271.51. 271. Okay, NG. Man, I'm getting to a lot of them today. Okay. So we're losing that support. I was looking at this for bottom fish this morning, actually. So we hit 4215 and then the support was 422. Nat gas can do that. It's gas is called naughty gas or widowmaker for a reason. Potential 15-minute bear flag. You would want it to bounce a little bit more, because your stop would have to be 431. That's too far from price for my liking. Back burner trade, sure. So let's go back up to Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq, let's go to the daily chart and get our bearings. So Nasdaq hit a daily or an all-time high yesterday, meaning it's the highest priced it's ever been. Blue skies overhead, no bag holders overhead, bullish, bullish, bullish. On that first pull back, we like in TCG, we like to do a 5-minute oversold back burner trade. And the next trade after the 5-minute oversold bounce play is an hourly oversold bounce. So we watch for that RSI to drop below 30 on the first pullback after an all-time high or a huge bull move. That first hourly oversold, play it for a bounce to the long side. So that's how we trade it. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Curtis. Okay, KPLT. All hugs to y'all. Okay, KPLT. Zoom is going to be a dumpster fire today. Don't get burned. KPLT resistance 540, 590, support 483, 466. Huge move yesterday. How much buying power do the bulls have left today? Let me look at this volume. Okay, so 88 million. This market cap is 49. Okay, that's probably not a good example. Let me show you another one. BBIG. I want you to look at this. Look over here to the right where I'm doing my little mouse arrow. Key stats, volume 330 million. Average volume 66 million, which that's for the last 10 days, which has had high volume, so it's really not the average overall. Market cap 430 million. So we are turning over almost the entire market cap in one day. What does that mean? Buying, flipping, buying, flipping, buying, flipping. This is just people trading it. This isn't investing. I like when the volume's high, but not super, super high, because then you could get caught in the, here's a word for it, churn. This name is churning and burning. And you can make money churning and burning, but it's a little bit difficult. You're not competing with Kathy Woods trying to buy the crap out of these names. KPLT, 88 million, that's a lot. So this was a lot of churn yesterday, and it may take a breather today. So just be careful. Zoom, dumpster fire, downgrades, blah, blah, blah. When you come into earnings with a weekly bear flag, I mean, the technicals don't lie. I mean, sometimes you'll get a surprise, but the technicals were telling us to look bearish on this name. I don't trade earnings unless it's a premium burn opportunity, but this is an official dumpster fire. Careful buying the dip and also careful shorting in the hole. 4-hour RSI is 21. Oh, thanks, Curtis. All right, one more and I'm done. Dan starts in 3 minutes. AMD, I like to the long side. I like this chart. We did get an upper wicket profit taking yesterday, bearish reversal candle. Let's see if it confirms today. And do we need to just come back to the daily EMAs and rest? All right, I'm going to go rest. I am going to get my brokerage platform ready for the day, and I'm going to use stop losses and bring a friend tomorrow. And TCGers, I'll see you in the room. Pre-gamers, I'll see you in here tomorrow.